Reddit made its stock market debut Thursday. It's the first initial public offering, or IPO, for a major social media company since Pinterest in 2019. Reddit opened at a high of $34 per share. By the closing bell, its stock jumped nearly 50%. The social media platform raked in about $519 million total. Ahead of its IPO, Reddit disclosed to the Federal Trade Commission it plans to license its platform content to artificial intelligence companies. For more, let's bring in Hope King. She's a senior business reporter at Axios. Hope, thanks for being with us. What is it about the business? Why would people want to invest in Reddit? How does it make money, and how do they expect it's going to make a lot more?
John, good to see you again, and thanks for having me back. So you mentioned a couple of the points, right? We'll talk about AI a little bit later, but because they are a social media company, they have a lot of content, user-generated content. This isn't AI-generated. This is stuff that you and I post, right? So this is very organic. And if you look at the landscape of where social media platforms are today, they are still selling advertising against that content. So Reddit right now makes the bulk of its money through advertising, the way that Facebook does, the way that Google does. So if you are somebody who has a green thumb, you might see a fertilizer ad next to a post that you're looking at on Reddit. And then the AI component is what I think a lot of people are excited about with this initial public offering, because it's really the first media company that we're going to see strike these deals. And once a company goes public, they have to tell their investors on a quarterly basis how all those deals are doing. And as you and I know, in the news business, we're part of this whole content machine, right? That stuff that we are producing, whether it's on air or we're writing, that's going to eventually feed into those AI models. And we need to figure out how to value that content fairly.
Yes. And so many issues spike off of this. Let's think about AI for a moment. What benefit does AI get from having this trove? I mean, do they essentially get to scrape Reddit for all of the zesty content in there, in all of its corners, and use that to educate AI models? Is that essentially it?
Exactly. Zesty, spicy, not safe for work. I mean, anybody who's been on Reddit knows that there is a myriad of kinds of content on there. And you're exactly right. When the large language models, these AI platforms, scrape that data, they can now serve it up to you and I in a format that maybe you and I are used to right now, like a Google or a Bing. Look, I don't spend that much time on Reddit. It's a little hard for me personally to follow, but if Google were to, let's say, do a good job of telling me, what is this plant growing in my backyard by scraping Reddit, maybe I'm not going to Reddit. Maybe I'm going directly to Google. And that's sort of the danger and the risk here of platforms like Reddit striking these deals with AI companies, because if Google gets really good at doing what Reddit does, if no one goes to Reddit then after that, then they're going to lose money with advertisers.
It is a full trove of the tapestry of human experience. What, though, about those people who post on Reddit? The Redditors, the community there is very bristly. How is that going to clash with now Reddit's obligations to its shareholders?
Exactly. I think that's one of the key risks of the platform, and the company had disclosed this risk in their S1 file, which is when they came out to tell the public they're going to sell shares. And bristly is a great word. There's a lot of tension between the moderators on Reddit who are unpaid. A lot of people think that it's unfair that the CEO is getting, nearly $200 million in his overall compensation, while the moderators who keep Reddit humming are unpaid. And that's why during this IPO, Reddit wanted to give some of those shares, an opportunity to those folks to invest at a good price. But the fact that they do rely on these unpaid moderators, on users to come back and to continue to share, they have to really walk that line very delicately. Because, for up until now, they haven't really mined the data that they are now looking to do going forward with AI. So that relationship between the users, the moderators, as you just said, and the company and the investors are going to be really difficult ones to navigate. And again, that's why they initially wanted to have some of these moderators participate in the IPO to say, let's link and let's align our financial, incentives together. So if you are invested in Reddit, maybe you're not going to, revolt against us next time.
Right. Trying to get buy-in. It is a fascinating story of internet culture and commerce. Thank you so much, Hope King, for helping us understand it. We appreciate it.